Alright, welcome back to a brand new video. I'm going to be showing you guys the best way to set up your Webull account so you can trade SPX. Now it could be a little bit tricky because if you actually try to go and search up SPX on Webull, I don't think it even shows up. So what you have to do, the first step is you have to go on your mobile app and you have to search up SPX and add it to a watch list. That way you're able to access it. Because once you have it on a watch list, you can actually click on it and it'll show up. But you'll still run into the problem of it doesn't actually show you the chart of SPX. For some reason, it's still not supported on the desktop application yet. Maybe in the future they'll make an update so they fix that. But for the time being, you still have to rely on the SPY chart to trade SPX. But I'll show you guys how to, or the best possible layout on the desktop app so you guys can trade SPX without too many issues. So this is the current layout I have right now. And you can see that the option chain is linked to this watch list over here, which is where I have SPX selected, but it's not linked to the actual chart because, like we just looked at, you can't actually access the SPX chart on Webull, which kind of sucks, but you can still pretty much use the SPY chart and you'll be able to, you know, because they're pretty much correlated identically. So you'll be able to base your entries off SPY. You know, the candles match up pretty much 1-to-1. The only thing is the price is not going to be exactly the same because SPY is like, think of SPY as being SPX divided by 10, right? Because right now the current price of SPY is 390.62 and SPX is at 3,901. So it's not going to match up exactly. But I've been trading SPX using the SPY chart for about a month now, and I haven't run into any issues like that. Another alternative you could do is you could actually pull up the SPX chart on TradingView, and that'll give you the actual numbers. So you could follow it along there and draw your support, resistance, and know the key levels and all that stuff there. But anyways, I'll go through this step by step to show you guys each component of the layout and how it works. So what you want to do is you want to create two different watch lists, and you want to have them linked to a different group. So this one I have it linked to 4, and this one down here I have it linked to 3. Now the color doesn't matter or the number, but they just have to be a different one. And then you want to go ahead and create 2 of these, which they're called quotes. Go to the widgets, add widgets. You'll find it right here in the quote tab and under the name quote. So you want to add 2 of those. And again, you want to have one of them linked to, so this one you want to have it linked to whichever watch list you're going to have SPX on. And you want to have this one linked to just what your normal watch list, right? So if I click on one of these, this chart will change to that. So whatever you have your main chart linked to, that's what you want to link this one to. And I almost always have it on SPY because, like we said, if you try to click on SPX, it won't work. So you want to have it linked to SPY, and then you want to have this one linked to a different watch list where you can have SPX selected. That way you can always see the live price of SPX, and it'll be side by side with the live price of SPY, the ETF. Then down here you could just have your orders, your order flow, your order entry, your P&L, whatever else you want down here. Having the orders is pretty important because if you have an order up here, you could just cancel it if you want, or you could modify it if you need to. This one you want to have it linked to, well, actually this one doesn't really matter what you have it linked to, but I just have it linked to the same color as this one. But again, I don't think it really matters what you link it to, but yeah, you can have like your orders down here, order flow. You could even have a heat map down here, whatever you want. Then over here, you want to have another one of these that has watch list. Now this one is important, and you could also add positions. Now we'll see. Now I'll talk about why this is important later on, but you want to have this one linked to a different color. So make sure it's, again, it doesn't matter which color, but it can't be the same as this one or this one. So you can choose it as 2 if you want to have it like exactly like me. And then we over here to the important part, which is the option chain. Now this one, you do want to link it to whatever color you have linked to down here to your so you can access your SPX, because your option chain is gonna stay linked with SPX. So right now I have them both at number 3, and the reason you want to have it linked to SPX is so you can actually access the SPX option chain, because although you can't view the SPX chart on Webull, you can see the live price, and you can access the option chain on the desktop application. So have it linked to a watch list where you can have SPX on there. And then the best way I like to do it is I like to, whatever option I'm looking at, so let's say I'm looking at puts, I might be looking at that 380.50 strike price. I'll right click it, add it to a watch list, and you guys actually, it's not on the screen right now. Let me see, let me move this right here to the right. So right click on it, add to watch list, and add it to a separate watch list. I've named it options. So you add it to a watch list, then you can come down here and go to whatever watch list you created for that, and it'll pop up right here. So what I like to do is I usually like to have a call option selected and a put option selected, and that way, if let's say I was scalping some puts here, I would go down here, click puts. I also have this chart up here, so I can see the price history of the option. And this one, you want to link it to whatever you link this one to. So right now they're both at 2. That way, when you click on one of these, you can see the price history of the option. So let's say I was scalping puts here. This is my entry. All I have to do to switch to purchase this put is to click down here, and you can go to this active trade over here, which is linked again to this number 2, and I can just click buy bid, and it'll send out the order. I can click buy mid, it'll send out the order, and then if I want to exit the position, I'll just click sell ask, and it'll send out an order, sell mid, and all that good stuff. Or you can also choose close, which will automatically close your full position at the current market price. And you could also uncheck this or check it if you want an order confirmation you're sending out those orders. And I also like to have the ladder here. So if you want to use the ladder to enter and exit your trades, you can do that. And you could also use just the regular trade where you can put in the limit price and send out orders like that. What I like to do sometimes if I'm like really scalping really fast is I'll have an option selected. I'll enter the trade, so I'll send out a bid order, and I'll also have the order entry pulled out. So right now the last current price is 12.45. So let's say we get filled at 12.45. If I want to scalp it really fast, I'll have this order entry pulled up, and I'll have it ready right there. So when I click buy mid, right, and I get filled, I'll send out this order to sell it like 50 cents above or whatever, and just place it like that. So I can literally like get in there, I get filled, boom, come over here, click the button, and it'll send in I'll get filled on the buy order, and I'll send down my sell order like 2 seconds right after I got filled. So if you're thinking of scalping like really fast, you can do that. That's a method I've used before. And then let's say you were scalping puts here, and then you see this green candle, so now you want to switch over to calls where you already have them up. So you just click over here, now you're on calls, boom, you're in calls. And then again, if you want to use this to do that, you can do that again, but just make sure that you have the right strike selected and the right type selected as well. And again, like I said, if you guys are upset that you can't pull up the SPX chart, like I said, a good alternative is using TradingView, because TradingView does have SPX available, and that way you can mark out your key levels, your support, resistance, and all that stuff. And I pretty much use TradingView and Webull together. But like I mentioned earlier, you could pretty much just use SPY, and it's pretty much correlated. So I typically just enter my positions off SPY, and then I'll have TradingView pulled up on like a left monitor. That way I can see like the key levels, the numbers and stuff like that. But I pretty much just use SPY. And since I have an ultra wide, I'll show you guys my actual layout. So this is a layout I created for people that don't have an ultra wide monitor. But since I do have an ultra wide monitor, I use this setup over here. So I have 2 charts pulled up. I like to have the 10-minute chart pulled up, and I have the 3-minute chart pulled up. That way I can see the overall trend, and then I can get more precise entries using a lower time frame. So this is what my layout looks like. You can't really see the full because it's an ultra wide monitor. So if I scoot it over here, that's how I have my setup. But so if you guys want to copy it, you can pause the screen right now and copy it if you do have an ultra wide and you want to copy my layouts. But this one works as well. And really the only important things is you have a watch list where you can access SPX. And let's say you don't want to, like, you're trading SPX, but you also want to trade a different name. So let's say you're interested in trading Tesla. We can just pull up Tesla on the chart, and you just go over here, type in Tesla, and you'll see the Tesla option chain. So it doesn't have to stay on SPX, right? I'm just showing you guys a way to trade SPX on desktop version, but yeah, you can easily change this to any option chain you want, Neo. And let's say Tesla is a name that you often trade. We'll just add it to this watch list down here, and you could change in between SPX and Tesla with one click. So it'll be pretty fast. And then you just have to change this one as well. Boom, you're linked up. The chart is linked up with the option chain and all that good stuff. But I've just been mostly focusing on SPX recently. Like, I'd say 95% of my trades have been SPX recently. So that's been my focus right now. So SPX, and I could easily change, like if I want smaller contracts, I could change to SPY. If I want to trade QQQ because it's moving more, then I'll trade QQQ. And then you just have to change this chart to match up with it. But yeah, if you guys are looking to trade SPX, because I've seen it's become a lot more popular on FinTwit, so I wanted to make this video because I know a lot of people they can't find SPX on the desktop version, because if you type it up, it literally doesn't show up. So if you guys didn't hear from earlier, you do have to go on the mobile app and add it to a watch list, because you can't pull it up on Webull for whatever reason. But maybe in the future they will change that. They're constantly coming out with updates, which is the thing I do like about Webull, but for the time being it's not available. But doesn't mean you can't trade it on the desktop application. You can still trade it. Like I said, the option chain works perfectly fine. The live quotes work perfectly fine, and I've had no issues scalping and trading these for the past month on the desktop app. So yeah, hopefully this helped you guys out if you guys are trying to trade SPX on desktop. If it did help you guys out, leave a like on the video. But other than that, I'll catch you guys in the next video. It's been me, Zero, and I'm out. Peace.